Welcome to my new video, and now today is our topic is of this session is C sharp, and we will discuss about C sharp and what is C sharp and their versions and all that. So before wasting our time, we will go to our session. Let's start the session. C sharp. Welcome. First of all, welcome to C sharp station. This is a local area site for individuals keen on applying .NET as utilizing the C# programming language. We have been around since July 4th, 2000 and have kept on development throughout the long term. Things of interest incorporate articles, books, links, documentation and tutorials. What is C#? C#, articulated C# or C#, in one of many .NET programming dialects. It is object situated and permits you to fabricate reusable part for a wide assortment of use types. Microsoft present C Sharp on June 26, 2000, and it turned into a version 10 1.0 item on Feb 13th, 2002. C Sharp is an advancement of the C and C++ group of dialects. Notwithstanding, it gets highlights from other programming dialects like Delphi and Java. In the event that you take a gender at the most fundamental programmer of both C Sharp and Java, the code looks particularly the same. However, at the point once more, the code seems to be C++ as well, which is purposeful. Designers frequently ask inquiries regarding for what valid reason C# upholds specific highlights or works with a particular goal in mind. The response is in many cases established in its C++ legacy ongoing language highlights, for example language integrated query link and synchronized programming async are not really remarkable to C++ C sharp, but rather add to its uniqueness. How does a C sharp application run? A significant point in that C sharp is a made-do language, implying that it requires the .NET Common Language Runtime (CLR) to execute. Basically, as an application that is written in C sharp executes, the CLR is overseeing memory, performing trash assortment, dealing with special cases, and offering a lot more types of assistant that you as an engineer don't need to compose code for. The C sharp compiler produces intermediate language IL as opposed to machine language, and the CLR figures out IL at the point when the CLR sees the IL. It just in time JIT aggregates its techniques by strategy into ordered machine code in many memory and executes it. As mentioned before, the CLR deals with the code as it executes. Since C sharp requires the CLR, you should have the CLR introduced on your framework. All new Windows working frameworks transport with a rendition of the CLR, and it is accessible by means of Windows Update. For more establishment frameworks, the CLR is important for the .NET or so. Assuming you see refreshes for the .NET Framework runtime, it contains the CLR and .NET Framework class library FCL. That means it follows on the off chance that you duplicate your C sharp applications to another machine, that machine should have the CLR introduced as well. Does C sharp have a runtime library? Rather than a runtime library like APIs for record IO, string taking care of and so on. Being committed to a solitary language, .NET boards with a .NET Framework Class Library (FCL), which incorporates in a real sense a huge number of reusable items, since all .NET dialects focus on the CLR with similar IL. All dialects can utilize the FCL. This abbreviates the expectations to learn and adapt for any engineer moving from one .NET language to another. Yet, in addition, implies that Microsoft can add a lot more highlights, since there is just a single FCL as opposed to a different execution for normal elements in each programming language. Essentially, outsider programming merchants can compose oversaw code that any .NET designer paying little heed to language can utilize, notwithstanding each of the administrations you would expect of a runtime library that assortments documents, one organization, and so on. The FCL incorporates the APIs for all of the other .NET advances, for example, for work area and web advancement. For today, that's all. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, like it, share it, and also subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Thank you so much.